Hello everyone. Today we will know what will happen when you do 50 crunches every day. So let's start. If overall core fitness is your goal, basic crunches are actually one of the worst exercises you can do. They're hard on the back, putting excessive strain on your spinal cord from the repetitive motion of bending and extending your spine. Because the motion of crunching often leads people to clench their butt, doing crunches every day can also create tension in the hips that can even result in lower back pain. Crunches are a common exercise in part because they work the surface abdominal muscles, which, when worked effectively, can result in the appearance of the elusive six-pack. But we all know that core strength is more than skin deep, and that having a strong core actually has little to do with how toned your stomach looks. Still not convinced? Jen Sinrick from Women's Health challenged herself to do 50 crunches a day for a month and saw no real change in the definition of her abs. She also noted feeling pretty bored by the exercise throughout her challenge. If you can't bear to break up with crunches, stick to more dynamic versions of the exercise like the bicycle crunches favored by Hayden Panettiere and Julian Huff. Bicycle crunches work both your upper and lower abs, and, when done consistently and with proper form, can result in a more overall definition of the abdominals. Huff also likes standing ab crunches, a great way to work the oblique muscles without putting excess pressure on the back and neck. Working them into a circuit like Gigi Hadid's that includes cardio as well exercises like planks and leg raises that target the whole core can also help improve your overall core fitness while blasting fat, which helps you see more definition in your stomach and keeps you feeling strong. Looking for some exercises that don't crunch? Check out these 9 effective ab moves to get results. 1. Plank up downs. Step 1. Begin in high plank. Your body should be a straight, diagonal line from your head to your heels. Step 2. With control, place your right forearm down onto the mat. Step 3. Now place your left forearm down onto the mat. You are now in forearm plank position. Reverse the sequence, pressing back up into a high plank, one hand at a time. Modification. Beginner, perform this move on your knees. 2. Stability ball roll out. Step 1. Kneel behind a stability ball with your knees hip-width apart. Rest your forearms on the ball with your hands clasped. Step 2. Keeping your back flat and core in tight, slowly roll forward as far as possible, straightening your arms as far as you can without allowing your hips to drop. Step 3. Hold this position, then bend your elbows and roll the ball back in toward the start position. That is 1 rep. 3. Kneeling hinge. Step 1. Begin kneeling with your legs about hip-width apart, your toes pointed behind you and your arms extended straight out, holding a dumbbell in front of your chest. Brace the abs and maintain a straight line from your knees to your head. Step 2. Hinge back as far as possible. Pause for a second. Squeeze the inner thighs, abs, and glutes to lift you back to your starting position. Don't break at the hips to try to get back up. Instead, decrease your range of motion or try it without the dumbbell. That is 1 rep. 4. Crab twists. Step 1. Sit on the floor with knees bent in front of you, feet hip-width apart on the floor. Place hands shoulder-width apart on the floor behind you. Lift your butt so that your body is in a reverse tabletop position. Extend your right leg and place your left hand behind your head, elbow out. Step 2. Crunch diagonally, bringing your right knee to your left elbow. That's 1 rep. Repeat for the allotted amount of reps, then switch to the other side. Modification. Beginner. When in reverse tabletop position, keep both hands on the floor behind you and raise your knee to your chest. 5. Russian twist with kettlebell. Step 1. Begin in a seated position on the floor with knees bent. Hold the kettlebell above the chest as you lower your upper body down to about a 45-degree angle. Lift your legs and engage your core for balance. Step 2. Keeping core tight and shoulders back, rotate to the right as far as you can. See if you can tap the kettlebell on the floor. Step 3. Pause, then reverse your movement, twisting through the center and to the left as far as you can, tapping the kettlebell on the floor. Modification. Beginner. Leave your feet on the floor, knees still bent. 6. Stability ball V-pass. Step 1. Lie face up on the floor with arms and feet extended, grasping a stability ball with both hands. Step 2. In one fluid movement, use your entire core to lift your arms and legs off the ground, keeping your legs and arms straight the entire time. Step 3. Transfer the ball from your hands to your feet and allow yourself to lower back down to the floor. That is 1 rep. Modification. Beginner. Bend knees while performing move or ditch stability ball altogether. 7. A flat cyclone. Step 1. Lie flat on your back with your hands down at your sides, palms down. For extra comfort, you can place them underneath you, between your butt and lower back. Step 2. Keeping your legs straight, raise them up until they form a 90-degree angle with your upper body. Step 3. Drop them down and to your left, keeping your legs straight the entire time. Step 4. Now rotate them to the center, straight in front of you about 6 inches off the floor. Step 5. Swoop them to your right side, keeping the same hovering distance from the floor. Pull them back to that 90-degree angle. That's 1 rep. Note: if your lower back starts to arch and is no longer touching the ground, bend your knees and do not drop your legs as low. 8. Straight leg reverse crunch. Step 1. Lie on your back with your arms at your side, palms down and lift your legs straight up over the hips, feet together. Step 2. Using the lower core muscles and your lats, the muscles running against the rib cage, squeeze and lift your tailbone off the mat. The goal is to have your feet move straight up instead of up and over your chest. Sometimes flexing your feet to stamp the ceiling will help guide this movement. As you release, try to control it so your hips don't slam against the ground. 9. Tabletop reverse pike. Step 1. Sit on the floor, knees bent, feet on the floor, hands on the floor behind you with your fingers pointing toward your body. Lift your hips off the floor and are even with your knees. Step 2. Swing your hips down while straightening your legs. Your hips should end between your arms. Hold and return to the starting position. That's all for today. Hope you have benefited from this video. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.